Alright, hello friends. I'm back. Same outfit as last time, I know. Didn't change. I just quickly made this. Don't judge me. I could have swapped my shirt quickly and pretended that it wasn't the same day, but it's just the same day. But anyways, in this video, my husband is going to be unboxing my plants from the Green Escape. He is going to do that, yes. It's quite funny. I quite liked it. It was a lot of fun. He's looking forward to the video too, and I think you'll like it. I did talk a lot about it in the previous video of what the video is going to be about, but basically we're taking a plant from the Green Escape and I'm showing you how to get it ready to survive in your home if you have a cabinet. Now, if you don't have a cabinet, I don't know if you have some sort of bag, dome, or something you can just like put over it, maybe like a bucket with like clear bucket, I don't know, something just to give it a little extra humidity. But that baby alocasia is going to do a lot better if it has a little more humidity for the first couple days, okay? If not, that's fine. It should still work. It should still work. You might just have to not fill the basin for a little bit longer because that just might be the move you have to make. But I do show you those steps. Typically, you don't want to repot your plant when it arrives. I do it for the sake of video and also because I hate the substrate that Green Escape's plants arrive in. It's gross and it's unnecessary and I don't like it. Not to say that it doesn't work for them and that they're doing anything wrong. They're not. It's just not for me. I don't like it. I find it very difficult to work with. I find it very difficult to clear off the plant. Not a fan. Not a fan. And they do state, because they probably had a lot of issues, that the plugs don't do any harm to the plants. True, sure, fine. But with alocasia, those plants make a lot of corm seeds. You know, they don't grow real good if they're encased in a dense medium like that. It's not going to work. And especially if there's a cage or a net, those corms aren't going to peek out. They're not going to grow. They're going to stay small. They're going to be unviable. They're going to be stupid. That's just not hard to explain. Not hard to understand, I mean. There should be like a thing saying, with the alocasia, try to remove it as much as possible. But with everything else, it's fine. But you know, even like begonia, they struggle to get through some of those mesh plugs because their roots are so small. They don't have, and you say, but Taz, it's porous. It can fit through those little mesh things. Yeah, but do you want your begonia roots to just be fully encased in a mesh? No, you don't. That's going to be really difficult when you repot. Other bigger plants, they push right through it because they're strong enough. They have strong roots. They can do it. They're big boys. But other plants, they do struggle with it. So I don't know. It's a gray area even for me to lean one way or the other. But I just personally, my experience, don't like it. Don't like them. I hear other creators on here, on YouTube even saying that, oh, they're not a problem. You know, it's not a big deal. Just leave it. Through my own experience, without facts, I don't feel the same about that. But that's okay. We can all agree to disagree, and we all have our ways of doing things that are going to be different than somebody else's, right? That's just why we're here. That's why we're here. You know, something they do might not work for you, and something I do might work for you, and vice versa. So that's what we're here for. We're here to learn and see maybe somebody else's idea is better. Maybe somebody else's idea not necessarily better, but might work better for you. Because nobody's ideas are better than somebody else's. They're just a different way of doing it, if that makes sense. I'm not saying I'm the best. Only listen to me. No, I'm saying my way might work, but my way might also not work. So just to throw that out there. But yeah, so I show you, and I also show you the days. I think I do like 7 days progression for you, so you can just kind of see how it's doing. Usually alocasia are pretty quick to show you that they're unhappy. They will die within a couple days if they are unhappy. They will flop. They will just do drop leaves. They will be unhappy. So if you make it 7 days, you're probably good to go. My opinion. I always have to like throw that in case someone's like, technically, that's not true, Taz. But like, this is just me speaking from personal experience, not fact. Not fact, okay? It's just personal experience. And I mean that respectfully. I'm in a very hyperactive mood today. I have a lot to do and I'm just buzzed. So I need to go work out to help with that. So, but yeah, hopefully you enjoy this. I love my husband. He's so funny. He deals with all of my weird hobbies and he sucks it up, and he goes along for the ride for the most part and doesn't complain. He deals with all of my sporadic changes in lifestyle and all that pretty well. And it was kind of his idea. And I thought, oh, you know what? That's pretty funny, actually. Let's do that. Let's do that. And I think, you know, one of these videos, I should talk a little bit about myself. If you guys are interested, let me know if you want to hear about me, my life, where we met, where we came, how I got into plants, my journey, etc. And I also saw somebody do a video where they reacted to their old videos. I hadn't really seen that before. I laughed so much. I think it was actually Kylie. I think that's her name, from Kaylee from Rare Plant Shop. She has beautiful plants. She always talks with all her like racks behind her. I love her store. She's in the UK. She did it and I was like, oh my God, I want to do that because I cringe so hard at my old videos and I want to do that. Even though it's only been like a year, I feel like it'd be kind of funny. And my house has changed so much too. So let me know if you want me to do that. I think that would be a lot of fun. I just have to figure out how to do that. But yeah, without further ado, again, let's get to it finally, right? Okay, bye. And this is from Green Escape. So my point of making a video about Green Escape is I love their prices. However, when I get their plants, I sometimes struggle. In the past I did. I don't really buy from them now, but I used to struggle, especially with Alocasia, to get them ready for my own home. Acclimate them after they arrive because they're a little more sensitive considering their age, etc. So this is going to be me acclimating 2 plants from them and showing you how I did it, so that if you want to purchase from them and or any Alocasia coming that's young, you know how to do it. Okay, so he's going to unbox these or unpackage them just for fun. I've wanted these for a while. They had 2 I bought 2 of them. I think they were like $14 each, maybe or 16, something like that. Anyways, it wasn't too bad. I want one in my own collection. So here we go. Okay, so what came in the box was their usual card where it says who grew it, and also who packaged it, and then some information, which I really like. I think it's interesting. Now we're gonna do probably mostly follow these steps, but for the most part, now they say not to remove the mesh lining. I was tempted to not do that. However, Alocasia, you know, if I don't get it done now, then when I put it in pon and stuff, it's just not gonna do great. So we will just do what we'll see once it opens, because I don't know yet. And he wants to be super manly, so we're
This is my letter opener. Paying all the bills.
And don't mind his mustache. He thinks he's hilarious for work doing that.
What do you mean?
It's crooked too. Wait, let me zoom in on it. Dork.
All right, so this plant is named after my wife.
Rude.
Loca.
It's Alocasia loco, aka in Spanish that means crazy. He thinks he's so funny.
So what's the point of this?
To see what plant you're getting. What do you mean? What point of what? What part of the point? Be careful. Get the tape down the side. Crazy, you're scaring me. Oh my gosh, I'm so stressed.
I got it right now.
Pretend you're unboxing like a rare knife or coin.
It's
Oh,
a
they're not
plant,
going to break.
isn't
I know. Yes, not the same. No. You gotta cut it here. Yes, with your big knife. Such a big boy.
I got the wrong knife for this.
Well, here's my cute one. I think you'll look very manly using this.
It's not very sharp.
Oh, that's so funny. You're doing great. Just don't bend the top, because that's where the leaves are. All right, let's see. Misty. I laid down. Oops, dropped my phone. What? Yeah, I know. That's why I laid down the towel. See?
Oh.
Uh-oh. Oh, no. I think he's fine, actually. He was not securely packaged, though, that's for sure. I'll let you do it here. Let's see. Here. No, you got it? Watch me cut your finger. It would suck.
Oh, I love it.
What do you think?
Very, very underwhelming.
So half of his innies are outies. So now let's see what he
Is
looks
this
like.
the same plant?
Yeah.
All right. Now,
I mean, it's kind of cool. Look at those. Now, when it's bigger, it looks way better, of course. But this is bad lighting. So you can see he's got these weird shapes. I don't know why my camera's being so weird. Let me wipe the back of it. Hold up. Where's the camera? There. That was intense, wasn't it? Look at that. I'm struggling to get a good view of this. Here, let me move my camera. So he's got these weird curly leaves. It's not focusing right now, but I'll show you once it's out of the pot. I think there's too much going on and it's confused. Watch out for the top. Ugh. Stressing me out.
well, they definitely have a lot of paper, so they have that going for them. I don't know if paper protects plants that well, but at least I have a very good chance of ripping the plant as I open this.
Yeah. It's not very easy, is it?
But I mean,
Like, why so much?
being a plant connoisseur like myself, it's not easy business either, so I get it.
You mean your wife? How's it going? Oh my word.
Alright, so same thing as before.
Yeah. Just try and get the dirt on the rock on the towel.
See if I can cut myself here.
All right, let's see this little cutie.
This is not the right move for this. It looks pretty much the same. Can't tell much difference between the
They're the exact same plant.
Alright, in that case, mission accomplished.
Thanks for your aid. It's very well done.
Yeah, I've seen better uses of $3,000 or $4,000, but I can't remember one.
$3,000.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. You unpackaged it brilliantly. But yeah, so I like it because of these weird curly leaves. Like, how weird is that, right? It reminds me of the Venom, and I really like, don't mind my nails. I just stripped my nails off. My nails, like the ones I usually use, and now they just look sad. And I'm going to let them heal for like a couple weeks and then put them back on. I use, actually this, which is really nice. I know, so random. I'm sorry. But yeah, so I will now take a look on the inside. I'll unwrap these, kind of see what we're working with in here. And if I could get my camera to sit down, I could actually show. So let me reconvene here. Hang on. All right, so now let's see what's inside. I think this is kind of close there. Okay. Someone is at my door. No, nobody's at my door. Ring. You're wrong. I have a little catch pot, and I have paper towel in here because it's gross. It's all stained and yuck. So I didn't want to expose you guys to, dirt that might be alarming and scary. So we're gonna open this and see what we were. Oh, I miss having my nails. It looks so gross now. All right, sorry, I'm whining. All right, so we see. I don't get this, and we wonder why they don't make it. Like, this isn't even in here. They just took their little plug and shoved it in a little pot, and then said it was a 2-inch planter, but it's not. This is loose, and this is the plug. This is the peat moss. That's obviously contained around the plant. So I'm just gonna see. Usually, you should soak these. Honestly. I might just shove it in water and let it soak for an hour and then try and pull it off. But just kind of irritates me. So yeah, let's let's do that. I will grab I'm gonna open this one and see if this is any freaking better. Kind of annoying though. And this isn't like a video to bash on them or anything. I've gotten from them plenty, and I do love that they are able to give us these types of plants for a pretty decent size, or not size, pretty decent price. It's just that they're always a struggle once they arrive, and it's kind of not nice, you know, when you're trying to have something nice for yourself. So let me grab that and I'll just show you. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to take this glass or cup, whatever. And my thought process is what I do with my acclimation, usually for my imports, is I will usually I use a microbe, but I'm not doing that with these because, well, they're babies. They probably can't handle it. So I put a tiny bit of SuperThrive. I know I've shown these before, but if you like to microdose, this is an amazing way to do it. Just these little like dripper droppers, whatever you want to call them, dripper dropper. And then same with my Foilage Focus. I'm going to literally a tiny drop. That even might be too much. But again, it's Foilage Focus. It's backwards for you. That's okay. And then I will give it a little... Sorry, my little bear. And then I will take the little dude, and we're just going to set him in here and let it absorb it slowly. And then I'll just let it sit here, right here, for an hour. Let it kind of come apart. Let the stuff just kind of melt off, if you will. If it will. I don't know if it will or not, but... So that's kind of what I'm thinking to do. And so we'll see how this goes. I'll get back to you in an hour. Okay, I'm in my sink to do this because, well, it's a mess. So we have here the two little logos, okay? And we're just going to see how it's absorbed it. So it is peat, so it's just unfortunately cocoa core, or whatever you want to call it. I hate the plugs. At least they're not the hard plugs like I thought. So, you know, if you want to leave it on, you can. Like I said, I don't like doing that. So this is for if you want to remove it, right? Now, of course, you're going to rip roots, unfortunately. Let me move this. All right, so here's number one done. You see it's got very healthy roots, so I think it'll transplant perfectly. And I'll do the same with the other one, but I won't record it so it doesn't waste a ton of time. But then what I will do is, hold that thought. All right, so I'm gonna take this little cup that I made, my little smalls, and I'm going to use Pond. We're going to just fill around it like that. Cover the top. Then place baby in here. However is the easiest for you. And then it's hard with one hand, but then give it a tap. Now this is a bit big for how many roots it has. I should put it in my 2-inch. Maybe the next one I'll put it in my little 2-ounce one, just to see if there's a difference. Oh, it was a cat hair. Or my daughter's hair, actually. It was a curly blonde one. Gross. I mean, not gross, but you know what I mean. Why is it in here? Why is it in my pond? All right, so then I will leave him in here. Now, I don't know that I want to, get this wet. So what I think I'm gonna do is use my spray bottle. 1 second. Okay, I did put fresh water in this just to make sure it's sanitary for this guy. Just gonna spray desert, you know, while he's acclimating. That would be bad. So we'll just spray him a little, maybe a little bit more. And then I will set him straight in my cabinet. Make sure he's standing up straight. And then we'll do the next one. But anywho, as you can see, it's like, you know, I can turn this off now. And you want to get all that like the soil off and stuff, because anything like that's gonna rot. There's a little piece here. All right, so as you can see, it's not, oopsie, sorry. See, it's not a corm, it's chopped off of a rhizome. The stem, that offshoot, if you will, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. Now we're gonna put it in my little planter that I make. This is my 2 ounce. Move. Because it's got such small roots, I honestly think this would be better. However, it is such a small area, but it did come from a small area to another small area. So I will see which one does better, honestly. Its roots are too small to really need anything big. So I'm worried that the other one might actually not make it because it's gonna have too much water that's not gonna be using up, you know? And then my little basin is in the other room. But like the other one, I will just spray, spray, spray. Let's throw this little area here, bothering me. What do you call this? Spray, 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 spray. All right, just a little bit. And then I will check on it in a couple days, because unfortunately with alocasia, you'll know if you've done something wrong by even tomorrow. A couple of days for sure. They really take harshly to death or to being touched and messed with. So if they choose death, you will know about it. So just watch them carefully. Make sure that they aren't getting knocked over or getting too much water. Just let them kind of stay dry for a little bit, and then they should be good to go. But yeah, we'll check back in a couple weeks. Oops. All right, so I'm just gonna show you where I put it in my cabinet. But what I like about these little pots right now is that I can see the root. So I can watch it over the next couple of days to see if those roots are changing color, going brown, so that I know if this guy is taking harsh to his new home. See how easy that is to see? So I can just peek in here, see him, and make sure that he's okay. Now, typically you want to quarantine. However, he's fine. I've never had bugs come from them, and he's so little that I feel like we would notice. We would see that. So, oops. So I'm just going to put him in here with his new friends. Basins are empty. Do not, oh, I need to wipe this. Ew, gross. Basins are empty. Do not fill with, you know, water. However, this fan being right here does make me a little bit nervous. So I might put the little guy on this side so that he doesn't dry out too much from this fan. And this guy's fine because he's got a lot of substrate in there compared to the other guy. And also look at my cute little minty dragon scale. And he's so cute. Then we also have this one, which I hope that's not yellowing from me and just like the actual plant, because, excuse me, I haven't done anything to upset you, okay? Look at my new venom leaf. This is why I got the loco. So it's very similar to the venom. I'm obsessed with the venom. So pretty. The best. All of my plants are making babies. I love it. All right, well, we'll check back. Bye-bye. They're standing upright. This guy looks good too in his little 2 ounce cup. The substrate is still pretty moist. Root looks good. He's not loose. So far, so good. All right, we've got day 2. They still look the same. Roots still look good. Then we have number 2 in the bigger cup. It's a little bit lopped down, but roots look great. Look at those roots. So far so good. I'm going to fill them with water now and then set them back in here. All right, we're on day 3. Little cup seems to be doing better. Look at that. Look at that cute roots. This guy's still got a little curved droop to him. Still has water in there. Can't really see the roots too much, but hasn't died yet, so we're optimistic. All right, let's see. We're at day 6 or 7, I believe. I should probably keep track, but it's been a while. So here's our little friend in the big cup. His roots are honestly looking perfect. They're not browning. They're not going yucky. Yes, they're not like perfect, like moving around or anything like that, but they haven't degraded at all. So that's kind of what we want to see, right? And then our little friend in the, wrong one, in the small cup, same deal. Roots are looking great. There's been no degrading. We have a little growth there. And he is also looking great. Hasn't declined at all. He's still upright, still perky, still doing fantastic. All right, one last update. It's a week later. On the dot. Roots look fantastic. No browning. He looks happy. He's got a little edema. Probably filled water in here too fast. So he's got a little mush. But other than that, everything else is nice and sturdy. The stem is sturdy. He's gripped on. He seems to be doing good. And then here's our big boy in the big cup. He also hasn't lost any leaves. He has got a little bit of damage on the tips, probably from water. But his roots also look great. Nice and white. Nothing is browning. So I think overall this method worked really well, either in this bigger size or smaller size. It seems to be about the same progress. So I think that's the way to do it. I think that worked out great. So I think overall that method works pretty good. I think pon is a great idea for transplanting your Alocasia when they first arrive. Just making sure we aren't filling up those basins right away and making sure we don't have too much liquid, moisture, wetness, whatever inside the pon when it arrives or when it first gets transplanted. That way it's not stressed, because when the plant is stressed, it's not going to absorb as much moisture as it typically would. And even with our lights here, which make plants absorb more water because they're getting more sun, it's still not going to absorb as much due to being stressed. So you want to give it a couple days to chill out, take a breath, and then it will order its drink. Then it will want its drink. But at first it's not going to want to. It's not going to want to. So it's like you being sick, when you have a tummy ache or whatever, you're not really wanting to eat, you're not really wanting to drink a lot, you're just wanting to die in a corner quietly, right? That's kind of like our plants. So we have to give them a day to recover from their tummy ache, and then they'll get their hunger and their water, their thirst back, right? Weird analogy. I know. I don't know. But that's kind of how I think about it. I love this guy. Isn't he so pretty? So that's what I would do. I would honestly put your baby Alocasia straight in pon. And if you want to fertilize, I had questions about fertilizing in my last message about babies and yada yada. My mom and I, we both micro-fertilize. So we will take, a 16-ounce cup. I would drip one drip in there of Foilage Focus. And then I will fill up the basin. Or in a gallon, you follow the directions. You put in as much as it says. I think it's like a teaspoon or something. I fill to like the first cap line. You do what makes you feel more comfortable. But that's typically what I will do. And then I do that with every watering pretty much. They get a tiny dose every watering. Sometimes I will skip water or a fertilizing day. I'll just skip it just to give them a little bit of break. But for the most part, every single water is micro-fertilized. Like I said, though, I do take mini breaks in between, like every 2 weeks, you know, whatever. You're not filling those very often. The babies, yeah, you're filling them a little bit more. But for the most part, you're not really filling them that much or that often. So, you know, just give it a trial error, see what's working for you, and then go from there. And same with your corms. I don't really fertilize them, but every now and then I will give them a little bit of a treat to see how they do. I did transplant this one yesterday. He isn't looking great, is he? Into pon and fluval mix. We're testing this to see how we like it. My mom's done really well with it, and we will probably make a video on that afterwards because it seems to be best of both worlds. So I will talk to her about that and see when she wants to do that and what her information on that is too. So also look at my spiritus. Love him. But yeah, so that's basically that. Whew, I'm out of breath. Whew. So yeah, hopefully that was informative for you about acclimating fresh new baby alocasia that come into your home. It can be difficult, and a lot of people do lose theirs because of the way they try and acclimate it. And I was a serial alocasia killer back in last year. I was going to say back in the day. It was not that long ago. Jeez. And now I have it down. I feel like I'm more confident. Sorry. I still struggle a little bit, and I still get a little bit nervous, and my mom has to talk me off the edge sometimes when I'm like, I can't do it. But you can. It's fine. You'll be fine. Try and follow these rules. And I think her rules are pretty much the same, except when it comes to like acclimating a bambino, which we see a lot of new alocasia moms getting their first variegated alocasia, and it's a bambino, and we're like, oh no, don't do it. Don't do it. Because these, surprisingly, as easy as they are, they're also super difficult. They get edema really fast. They're actually pretty fussy and sensitive, so you have to water it very delicately and kind of on a very strict, routinely monitorized system, because they just kill themselves. And maybe we need to make a video specifically on bambino. My mom has the same fears with her bambino. It's just kind of what they are. So maybe we'll do that. But again, thank you for watching. Hopefully this helped you and make you feel a little more comfortable to order those baby little alocasia from either my shop, other shops, Green Escape, you name it. There's so many out there. Get a little more confidence and try it on your own.